So one of the things that I'm really excited to go through, which we haven't actually put into seminars before, is going to be competition practices, or how to prepare yourself and set up your attempts for competition. So I'm going to go through a few of those tips today. If you want to learn about this stuff in more detail, and also a whole bunch of other stuff like technical models, how to use plyometrics for weightlifting, some more practical and more effective mobility practices to improve your positions, come and check out the seminar we're going to be doing at Performance Lab in Cookstown on the 13th of May. So one of my key tips for people, which has been the most important advice I've gotten, and also some of the most important advice I feel like I've given some of our lifters, is that no one cares what you open on a competition. People care what you finish on. They want to see what your total is. So if you open on a PB and you're not necessarily ready to open on a PB, and then you end up missing it twice and making it on your third, then it doesn't matter that you've opened really heavy, because that's what you've ended on. Some people you'll see in competitions will actually go surprisingly light for an opener based on what you think they can do, but they use it to bank an opener, to feel strong, to gain momentum going into the second and third attempt, and then they might take a little bit of a bigger jump, or end up taking another attempt in the back room, then coming back out again. So technically they're doing 4 lifts, they're just only taking 3 of them on the platform. The thing about it is you need to look at what's going to set you up to be able to try and go 4 or 5 from 6 on average at each competition. Because if you're going 6 from 6 all the time, probably suggests you're not necessarily going heavy enough, or you're just progressing so fast that all of your competition lifts for a while are very much within your abilities, within your capabilities. If you're only ever going that 2 or 3 from 6, it suggests you're not making great weight decisions, or you're opening too heavy, or you're making too big a jump, or maybe nerves are getting to you. But if you're going about 4 or 5 from 6 lifts out on average at each competition, it suggests that you're probably making your openers 90% of the time. It suggests that you're making good decisions on your first and second lifts, and then on your third you're trying to go for something heavier that might be just like kind of like making you reach for it a bit, and like kind of, you know, trying to stretch you out of your comfort zone. And that is going to be really, really important, because when we go to true maximums, we don't always get those attempts. They're a bit 50-50 when it's on snatch and clean and jerk, so that's going to be reflected in competition. But what you also want to be reflected is that you're making good decisions on what weights you open on and what you do for your second attempt, to make sure that you set yourself up for a good competition. Because no one cares what you open on if it's also what you finish on. People care what your total is, and you care what total you finish on. So set yourself up with your openers to build momentum through the competition, and set yourself up with your openers and weight selection decisions to build momentum through your weightlifting career. So when you look back, you know that you've been fairly consistent and you've gone for big weights when they're there, by setting yourself up well on your openers.